We'll do it, dude.
Okay,
Jump
well,
in. Let's see. We don't want to crash.
You can fire it right up.
Okay.
And how about like massaging seats?
It's a seat heater. It has an air ride seat and it has a seat heater.
This is the first time I've ever used a backup camera.
Welcome to 2019. Actually, welcome to 2009.
Play with those a little bit till
Oh,
you get
that's
used to
comfy,
them.
dude.
I know, it's got a cush ride right there. There you go.
I figured out the horn.
I didn't read the instructions. So.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 3 of Taming Tumbleweed, and it's very early in the morning, and if you recall from the last 2 episodes, we've got some recycled asphalt and recycled concrete coming. In fact, 4 truckloads today to pave what is essentially a mud pit in the springtime. Hey David, what are the chances of me actually pulling out the skid steer without knocking down the shed?
Well, I hope you don't take the fence out too. But
Well, we are going to take the fence out, but hopefully in a more organized manner.
well, yeah. We'll just take it nice and easy, you know, kind of just like
All right.
barely come back. You'll be all right.
All right, I'll try to figure it out.
Okay.
I'm getting ready for a long day of work.
Especially at the speed we're going to go. It is going to be a long day.
Yeah.
Don't dump it over there. We'll start there and we'll work our way across.
How do I get out of here,
You're
David?
stuck. You're going to have to use the escape hatch now.
Well, I managed to make a right mess of that, David.
Well, you learn it's hard to coordinate all the parts and pieces of
It
this at
is.
one time.
I started to actually rip up the current driveway.
It really is. I mean, you got to train your mind in order to get good at it. Just takes time.
Yeah, that's driving is one thing, but driving and actually working it is a completely different thing. Show us how it's done, would you?
Well, we'll see. I'll probably make some mistakes too, but
Yeah,
let's
but
give
you
it a
didn't
try.
do a wheelie like I did. So are you getting the hang of this thing?
I'm getting the hang of it.
Yeah?
I am.
Yeah.
Little by little.
Do
It's
we need the radio on? Turn the radio on for you?
well, I'm kind of, don't want to clutter
you're in
my
the
mind
zone,
right
yeah?
now. I'm just thinking about which one does what, okay?
So how thick do you want to go?
Well, I think 2 to 3 inches is
Yeah.
probably plenty.
And then what happens when it rains? Because it's going to rain a lot in the spring.
It does soak through it,
Yeah.
but some of it will run off and then some of it just soaks through.
Okay.
It never gets smutty.
Well, David, that was pretty darn slick the way he just dumped that rock along the road.
Yeah, he saved us a lot of work,
He
didn't he?
did save us a lot of work, yeah.
Just the right thickness, that's going to create a much better road. Won't be all muddy.
Yeah, nice. So now he dumped the rest of it over here. How do we get it down the hill so that
Well,
we get...
Yeah, I mean, as nice a guy as he was, he wasn't willing to go down that hill because he said, it's on you. If I get stuck down there, you got to pull me all the way up. So I figured, we won't take the chance.
Yeah, I think that Bobcat is, powerful, but not that powerful.
No, we'd have to get a big tow truck in here. I don't think we want that.
No. So, show me how you get the rest of this down the hill. Do you just kind of scoop it up? And
I think we're just going to push.
Push, yeah?
Yep.
Just push it down?
Yep.
All right, well, that'll be fun to watch. You are the man. All right, let's get to it. All right, David, it takes about an hour and a half to go get more stone and then bring it back. So before he does the last load, why don't we spray off the barn and then I'll fly the drone.
Now, why so many colors?
Well, I figure we could do one for the barn, one for the porch, and one for the concrete slab. The question, of course, is which barn are we going with? So we've contacted a bunch of companies. One does pole barns and one does like
steel buildings.
Steel buildings, and
so we were weighing the difference between the two.
Yeah, and what have you decided?
Well, in our neck of the woods, you see both, right? But you probably see more pole barns.
Yeah.
And the reason is because the counties here like pole barns. It's an easier foundation because you're just digging holes with a post hole digger, as opposed to having a conventional foundation with rebar.
So we've gotten two bids, and they're both in the $130,000 range.
Plus slab.
Plus
electrical, plus heat, plus outside slab.
Dude, that's gonna
plus
be like
water line, plus electric line.
We're looking at what, almost $170,000.
Oh, maybe two. Price of lumber's gone up. The price of steel's, the price of everything's gone up.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, right?
So we're gonna go with the 48 by what?
By 78.
By 78, so that's going to be the size of the building. And the issue, of course, is the topography here is sloping down toward the carriage house, so we're going to have to do some work to level it flat.
Yeah, we'll have to. I brought my transit out here and shot this.
Okay.
And believe it or not, down there by the container,
that's
a full 10 feet lower than where we're standing right now.
That's a lot of earth you got to move.
It's deceptive.
Yeah.
There's our corner.
Okay.
All right, 48 feet. How many paces is that? Divide 48 by 3, Roman.
I'm going to go with, like, what is that? I'm going to go with my phone.
Is that 18?
48 divided by 3 equals 16.
16 paces. Okay, here we go. Got to divide 78 by 3.
Divided by 3, 26.
26 paces. Okay, here we go. Of course, we got to have a concrete slab for our porch, right?
Yep.
I think maybe we ought to go 24 feet out. That way you can still park a full-size pickup truck and walk around it on a concrete slab.
How about if I fly the drone? We can look at the drone and see if that works.
The only problem with getting a drone up there is I think
is that biplane doing it?
Well, yeah, I might intersect with that biplane, but it looks to me like we drew a trapezoid rather than a rectangle.
It's possible. But let's find out.
Okay.
Let me go get the drone.
All right. I can see all Tommy's tire tracks where he tore up the grass.
Yeah, I can see those pretty well. You can see the barn.
I can see where you did tug of war. Oh yeah, there's a line.
You can see the lines. So there's the barn.
Well, it doesn't look half bad.
What do you think? Does that work for you?
Yeah, it works. The only thing I'm worried about a little bit is just how much soil we got to move from here to there. We've got to cut.
That's a lot of soil.
A couple feet. We got to cut a couple feet off the high spot here and take it and dump it out there, which means our slab is going to be on fill.
Here, so, I need some perspective. Go stand in the middle of it, would you? Perfect. That's the middle, David, right there. Yeah. Do a little Sound of Music spin. Hills are alive. Can you do a little? How about a little river dance?
I think we need to come this way a little bit.
All right.
And here's my reason.
Yeah.
because that means that's on about 6 foot of fill.
Yeah.
And so that means we have to compact all that so that things
It's a lot.
don't slump down,
Yeah.
right, and crack our concrete. My idea was we start right here,
Yeah.
down about 3 foot from the crest of the hill,
Yeah.
and start to cut. And just cut this whole ridge right off and deposit all this soil over there so that our building is not on any fill whatsoever.
All right, I got a better idea.
What's the better idea?
Let me show you. Come on over here.
Okay.
Come on over here. Why don't we just put the building up over where we have the pens, where it's already flat, where it's already compacted from years of cattle walking on it, or it's with the rest of the buildings, and we can leave this nice and open and put the building over there.
Well, it's not a bad idea, except that's the low spot.
Okay.
So all the water coming from this little dip right here between us and the carriage house, all in a big rainstorm,
Yeah.
where's it going?
It's going to go toward our neighbor. No, it's going to go toward the low
It's
spot.
going to go right where the barn is, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So you don't want to put it in the way. I mean, we could lift that up,
Yeah.
but then we're still moving soil.
Then you're still moving soil.
So you want to try and put it on a place where you can be on unexcavated soil if possible.
So you're thinking up here.
So I think if we just move over a little bit and cut this down, then at least the barn part is all on unexcavated soil, and then just part of our slab is going to be on compacted soil.
You're the expert. I'll go with whatever you say.
And what a view, right?
We're
Look at that.
not looking out the view of the
Yeah, we
barn.
can put a window right here, looking that way.
It's a studio. It's going to be used for videography.
That way when you put cattle down here, we can watch them graze.
Do you want to bring your yaks in here?
And then, you know,
Yeah, you
yeah,
got
I
yaks?
could bring the yaks.
How much would that last for a couple of yaks? How long before they?
That might last 3 weeks.
That's not much.
Well, I got 50 yaks.
That's a lot of
so-
yaks. Yeah, yeah. He's got a happy yak ranch.
Yeah. But you could have your neighbor graze it.
Anyway, I still want to pull that pen because we're not going to be using it for yaks or cattle or sheep or cows.
Hey, we got a skid steer. Let's go pull some poles up.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
All right, let's try that.
Okay.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
Did you get that camera? David,
Did you get that on camera?
I don't think you got it on camera. David, you got a little bit of cow shit on you.
Oh, look, I took a dive.
So I was born in the Czech Republic in a little town called Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Yeah, and you can imagine that's not in the middle of Prague.
I love potatoes.
I do too. There were 3 towns: Tower, Potatoes, and Green Beans.
Are you a russet or are you a Yukon Gold?
I wish I was in Tower. And by the way, there's a tower in Tower. Anyway, so it's obviously a very farming town.
Sure.
But I left when I was 5, so I don't have a lot of
Memories
farm
of that,
or ranch
yeah.
experience. So what have this been used for, this pen?
Well, this was to keep cattle in an enclosed area, maybe when they're either calving or if they're sick.
Yeah.
Or during the wintertime, you might just pin them up and feed them hay.
Yeah, the guy we bought this from had 2 cows.
Yeah.
And he used them basically just for personal consumption.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's what I do with the yaks.
Yeah.
We butcher them and eat them.
I'd like to use this, hopefully at some point, for maybe parking vehicles.
Yeah.
And this is really in the way, right? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Unless we have some future plans for, livestock, which we don't.
Right. No, not for you.
Mustangs and Broncos.
Right.
As far as we're
Hey, it
gonna
looks
go.
better with all that on there. I say we just do it the brute force way.
Okay.
And we'll just
I
yank
love
it
the
up.
brute force way.
Now, there's a chance that our skid steer's not quite. It depends on what's underneath here.
If there's concrete, we're probably in
If
trouble.
this is concrete, we're screwed. Okay. If it's just in dirt,
Then we're good.
we'll get it up.
All right.
So,
All right, let's give it a shot. Made it work. Sometimes you get lucky.
yeah, see how they did this? They just drilled a hole right through the pipe, put a nail in it. Comes apart pretty easy. Oh, forget it. Let's do this one. Oh yeah, that was easy.
I almost got hit in the head with a very heavy pipe.
It's even better, when you send somebody to the hospital.
Yeah. All right, so we're paying about $928 for 2 loads of the asphalt and $905 for 2 loads of the recycled concrete for a total of $1,874. I guess that's not bad.
Oh man, that's a deal compared to gravel. The price of gravel's through the roof.
Is it?
Oh, it is.
All right.
It's because the gravel mafia has taken over.
There's a gravel mafia?
And this is all recycled material. Recycled asphalt, recycled concrete. Hey, can't get any more green than that, Roman.
So how do you mean recycled? They take it from roads and then they re-crush it?
Yeah, so the roads, they have a big machine that just grinds it up in place, throws it in the truck and brings it there. Most of this concrete is just from average, patios and driveways and front porches that they break up because they got cracked and replacing them. And a little bit of rebar in it. They break the rebar out, crush up the concrete. This is what you get.
So we're green, dude.
Yeah, we can't get any greener than that.
Well, David, that was just in time. I think the storm's moving in.
Yeah, it is.
It's supposed to
Put
be
the bucket down enough.
it's supposed to rain and snow over the weekend, so we got it done just in time.
Just in time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, guys, go ahead.
Hoping to get it all done. I was frustrated with myself today.
Why?
Well, because I'm used to my old Bobcat,
Yeah.
and the controls are different on this one.
You got the hang of it by the end.
Yeah, but until I got the hang of it, it was just like super stressful.
Yeah, I can see that.
I got
you
it
did
done.
You got her. You
By
got
the
her
end of
done.
the day, it was all there, right?
Yeah, yeah. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. Another episode of Taming Tumbleweed. Next time around, we're going to take this back area right here, and we're going to make this into a parking lot for cars instead of cows. Remember, check out TFL-studios.com for more news, views, and real-world reviews. See you guys next time. Ciao.
What do you got there, Roman?
I got myself some boots. You even got a cross on the back. I can go to cowboy church, exactly.
I think I'm going to take a few yucca plants out first.